So I just finished another open house, and later on what I'm planning to do is go and knock on some apartments to try and get some people to come to my homebuyer webinar that I'm doing on May 14th, and I'm really excited for that. So let's see where we go with this. And with that being said, it's almost summertime. Summer's like right around the corner, and that's usually the time when buyers start coming out because school ends, so their kids are out and they want to start finding something before the new school schedule starts. And so the game plan is go knock on some apartments, try to get people to come to the webinar. That way they can learn as much as they can on how to buy a home, what do they need, what is the criteria, and all that stuff. And this is actually going to be my first webinar I've ever done, so I'm extremely excited for it. So let's see where it goes. All right, so I came home real quick, just got to change of clothes because I was a little bit too dressed from the open house. And so I just came home, put on a polo shirt, some shorts, and some loafers because, hey, if you're going to door knock, you got to dress properly. And you don't want to be overdressed because then people are going to automatically think you're a salesman. So the goal for today is to just, give out some flyers and try to get some people to show up to the webinar. And when comparing this to door knocking like homes or like single family properties, I feel like you'll have more of a success rate with this because with single family properties, like they already live in the home, so it's like they may not need your services right now. And so you kind of have to play the waiting game or the long game with them, and you also have to keep following up with them in order for them to want to use you. Whereas with this, like, you already know they're not going to want to rent long term. Like, nobody wants to rent for the whole life. And so you could kind of use that and try to talk to them and be like, hey, I'm doing a webinar. Like, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want to help you learn a thing or two. Just in case of now or like maybe in the future you do decide to get a home, because let's be realistic, nobody wants to rent long term. Well, then you already know what to expect and you already have an idea of what you want. And so that's kind of the angle that I'm playing. And I'm just trying to help them out and help them see like what it is to expect and how exactly to do it. And luckily for me, I'm doing the webinar with Douglas, which is one of my lenders. Very solid guy, very solid lender. And so having him on board definitely helps a lot because he could walk them through the pre-approval process, what to expect, what to do, what not to do, and just talk to them a little bit more about like FHA and VA and conventional loans. And so, yeah, the webinar is going to be pretty solid. Like, now I'm thinking about it, everything we have set up on it, it's looking pretty good, and I'm so excited to get it done and share some knowledge with some people and help them grow and get their first property or get their second property, or whatever number property they're on. I'm just happy to help them in whatever way I can. And hopefully they're home. That was the other main thing, is hopefully there's some people that are home. I mean, it's currently like, what, 11:30? Yeah, it's 11:30 right now. So it should be prime time for door knocking. It should be a really good time. Everybody should be home. It's a Sunday, Everybody should be relaxing. Yeah, let's invite people to the webinar. We're slowly going into a buyer's market. And so I feel like that would probably help a little bit as well, like get people to understand that. So that way, like if they've been waiting for a time to try and buy, like now would probably be one of the best times, because there's so much inventory here in Wesley Chapel and in Lutz and just in Florida in general that, I mean, buyers have the upper hand right now. They could just go and see whatever they want, and they could negotiate different stuff, which is actually kind of cool. And yeah, so hopefully we find some people. Yeah, these are the packets we're going to be handing out. So it's Homebuyers Webinar, and then it has a QR code back here. And so it just like tells them a little bit of what it is we're going to be covering. And yeah, I probably have about like 20-30 copies right now. And so let's see how this goes. Well, that didn't go according to plan. Turns out there was a gate, so I wasn't able to actually knock on any doors. So, oh well. On to the next apartment. Let's go find something else. Hey, how are you doing today? Hey. I'm Ray.
Hey, Cam.
Nice to meet you, Cam. So, I'm a realtor, and I'm doing a homebuyers webinar. So I'm just like coming out talking to people who rent, because you don't want to rent for your whole life. So it's like if you want to learn a little thing about like owning a home, I'm doing a webinar, and you just have to scan the QR code there.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever heard of Smith Lending.
No.
But they're a pretty big lender, and he's on here. His name is Douglas. Okay. So you could probably search us up a little bit more. And yeah, that's really about it. When you register, there's just email, phone number, and then I'll send you like the link, and then you can join the Google Meets, and we'll talk more about like how to get pre-approved.
Okay.
what's going on in the area, because do you keep up with real estate at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so here the inventory is like getting up, so we're going into like a buyer's market.
Okay.
So I've worked with some buyers and they've gotten some pretty good deals because inventory is so high. Like you're able to negotiate a little bit more, a little bit less, so you win essentially. And so yeah, I just come out and talk to people about it.
Oh,
and
thank you.
yeah.
Okay.
Is it okay if I get your number so I could send you the home buyer ebook?
So honestly, like I'll check it right now, and then
Okay.
I can register, and then if anything, like I'll just shoot you a message.
Awesome. I
See
appreciate
you on
it.
your card right here, right?
Yeah, and then I also do life insurance too. It's on the back.
Oh,
so.
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if you have any questions, just reach out and yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, brother.
You have a good day.
All right.
Oh, hey, how are you doing today? I'm Ray, I'm a realtor. I'm doing a free homebuyers webinar on May 14th. And so I just want to come out and talk to people who are renting so they could join the Google Meets, and that way they can learn more about owning a home, just in case in the future they did want to own a home, because renting isn't forever. And so I'm just going to have a flyer with a QR code. So I'm going to leave it out here just in case if you did want to learn more about owning a home. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to call me and ask whatever you want. I also do speak Spanish as well, so if you do need help with that, yeah, I'll just leave it right here. All right, you're welcome. Hey, how are you doing today? I'm Ray, I'm a realtor. So I just want to say hi. What was your name?
Valencia.
Valencia, nice to meet you, Valencia. So I'm doing a free homebuyers webinar on May 14th, and I'm just coming around handing out flyers for it, because renting, let's be realistic, is not a forever thing. And so like I'm just trying to teach people like what it is they need to do in order to own a home. And I also have Douglas Smith, which is Smith Lending. We're just coming out trying to teach people like what they have to do to own a home, how to get pre-approved, and answer any questions they may have. If you don't mind me asking, how much is your rent?
18.
18? Okay, so let's say like you try getting a home around here for, let's say like you do like 300,000, you'll probably pay like 25 to 28 depending on your credit. And so yeah, if you do want to learn more about owning a home, then I suggest joining the meeting, and it is free, as I said, and I have a free ebook. You scan the QR code on the back.
All right, thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome. And is it okay if I get your number so I could just like send you a remind just in case like you do happen to forget?
It's okay.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. Have a good day. All right, so overall, I think it went well. I mean, we got a couple people who said they wanted to join and that were interested. And then you also had people who weren't interested and they just said no, which I mean, that's a given. You're always gonna get people saying no. Expect more no's than yeses. You're gonna get like 200 no's for one yes. Overall, I think it went extremely well, and I'm very excited to see how this turns out. Time to go back home. Honestly, I'm extremely excited to see how this turns out. This is the first webinar I'm planning on doing, and there's gonna be many more to come after this, but this is the first one. And me and John, shout out to John, we did a like a PowerPoint for the webinar, just like talk to people about the process, how to get pre-approved, what to expect once you're actually under contract, and all that good stuff. And hopefully these people actually join, which I mean, they seem pretty interested. Like when I told them, hey, like you could be paying maybe an extra like $600, except you'll be building equity in your own home, their eyes lit up. They were like, what? So like, I'm paying $2,000 or $1,900 right now, but you're telling me if I paid like anywhere from 25 to 3K, like that's not even that much more, and I get to build equity on top of that. And so it's pretty exciting stuff. And that was about what, like 30, 40 sheets. So about like 30, 40 contacts, which is about 30, 40 people who, well, realistically, let's say like 15 join. That's still a good day, because that's 15 people who want to learn about the process and what it is they have to do exactly. So I'm extremely excited for that. I'm gonna see if I can make more sheets, and I want to make more sheets, that way more people could come in and learn more about the process. That way I could help more people accomplish their dreams of owning a home. Extremely excited for that too. And luckily this one didn't have a gate, because the first one did have a gate, so I couldn't even enter. So I was like, dang, what am I gonna do now? And I ended up finding another apartments that didn't have a gate, and the people were extremely friendly. So shout out to them for being friendly and not just being nasty and slamming the door in my face, which has happened before. Which I mean, it happened, so like I'm not really stressing over that. And they just go, hey, like I'll give you a call, or I'll scan the QR code and log in through there, and I would definitely love to see the ebook. And so honestly, that was amazing. Honestly, now we're kind of shifting to the buyer's market. Like here in Wesley Chapel, the inventory is rising, and people are starting to negotiate more and more, and like all the builders are starting to offer like some deals. And so honestly, if I could get just 3 buyers out of this, matter of fact, even if I get 1 buyer out of this, as long as I help somebody achieve their dream of getting a home, then I did my part and I did my job. And And if Douglas is able to help them out, get their loan, even better. Well, I need Douglas to help them get their loan first before we end up looking, but still, if we could both just help one person, that's a W in my book. That's a win in my book, and it was worth the time and the heat to just help one person. All right, so yesterday we gave about 30 flyers out. Today we're gonna go out and print some more. I'm gonna try and print out like 70, that way I could like spread it out throughout the week. That way that's 100 flyers handed out, and statistically at least one person has to show up to the webinar. So that's kind of what the goal is for today and what we're hoping for. So yeah, I'm currently on my way to go get them printed out. And I also had some postcards be made, so I'm probably gonna pick that up later on today as well. All right, so I made about 70 copies. So this plus the 30 I handed out yesterday, we're at 100 copies, which is 100 contacts, 100 doors knocked. And let's say everybody tells at least one of their friends, we're looking at 200 people. I mean, realistically, we're gonna have to see how many people actually signed up for it. Hopefully at least like, if we get like 3 people, even if it's just 3 people coming in, I'm happy with that. Because as long as somebody comes in and they need help and we're able to help them, then that's a win in my book. So I'm gonna prepare these for door knocking. I have to staple my card on them. So right now we're looking at about like $22 spent on this because I got these free, and then I paid about $22 for my card, so it was about 100 cards. So yeah, we're down like $22, and it's really nothing, but it's good to track. And with that being said, we're gonna have to get these packets ready and start hitting some doors. All right, so what I'm working on now is, because I have my postcards that say just sold, it's talking about the property I sold in Holiday. What I'm doing here is looking for properties around this one. That way I could send out postcards saying like, hey, I just sold this property in your area. Just in case if you're interested, like I am a realtor, and if you ever need any help or if you have any questions, well, this is who I am. And I have like a QR code on there that leads them to all my links. So how to schedule a phone call, my Instagram, my Facebook, my YouTube, all that type of stuff. And I'm using my stamps to just like stamp the name, the address, and all that good stuff. And yeah, that's what we're working on right now.
You lay there on the kitchen floor. It seems like you can't take no more. I'm sorry, but when my engine starts, I just can't get enough. I've left you up and tired.
All right, well, I don't think you want to watch me staple all 70 papers, like 35, and go out and hand them out. So once I do that, you'll see me in the car. All right, so the time is 7:10. I just took some of the time to just staple all 70 packets together. And now we're on our way to some apartments, and we're gonna hand out about 35 flyers today. And just, let's see how it goes. I mean, last time I went, it went pretty well. Hopefully this time it goes as smooth as last time. Because last time I actually had a lot of doors answered, which I was actually kind of very surprised. Hey, how are you doing today? I'm Ray.
Ronaldo.
Nice to meet you, Ronaldo. I'm a realtor. I'm doing a First-Time Homebuyers Webinar on May 14th. It's free, so if you do want to join and like learn more about owning a home, then feel free to join. And just so I could know, like, how much is your rent?
Oh, here?
Yes.
2,000.
2,000? Okay, so let's say like around here you get a home for like 300,000. You could pay anywhere from like 25 to like 28, depending on like your credit, how much you get pre-approved for, and all that type of stuff. And so yeah, like I said, it's just so people could join and learn more about owning a home and how to get pre-approved. And on the back, yeah, so this is a free homebuyer ebook. So this is a QR code for it, just like you could learn more about like the process and all that. Do you have any questions? Like, have you ever thought about owning a home?
No, I'm not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, in the future, if anything, it doesn't even have to be now, because like in the future, just like you could know like what to expect, and that's the point of the meeting. So yeah, I appreciate you, Ronaldo. You have a great day, man. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, how you doing today? You doing all right? I'm Ray. So I'm a realtor. I'm doing a free homebuyer webinar on May 14th. And so just in case you wanted to learn more about owning a home and how to get pre-approved and all that stuff, Have you ever thought about owning a home?
Nah, but I mean, I'm still young, so
Yeah.
I'll see into it.
Yeah, so like, it's just so you could come learn like what to expect. I also have a free homebuyer ebook on the back of this. Is with the QR code, you scan it, so you can just like read up about it, learn a little bit more. Yeah, it's on the second page. Yeah. What was your name, by the way?
My name's Tony, bro.
Tony, my name's Ray, man. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, bro.
But yeah, just take a look at it, and then if you have any questions, reach out. I mean, my number's on there, and I hope to see you at the meeting.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's online, so the Zoom. But
Alright, man.
all right, well, thank you. You have a great day. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, we're now on day 3 of handing out the flyers. So we're gonna be going to a different complex today just to see how it goes. And from this time and the last time, I decided not to record like audio because I realized people start to feel a little weird the moment they see like a mic on you. Like they feel like you're there to like set them up for some reason. And so I realized I've gotten more success just like not having the mic on me and recording the audio. Because whenever I do have it on, like you could obviously tell I'm wearing a mic, because if I put it behind like my shirt, like if I put it like back here, like on the arm area, you can't really see it, but the audio isn't that well. So I started putting it like up on the collar, and that's like the first thing they look at when they see me. It's like they'll open the door and I could just immediately see their eyes go straight to the mic, and I'm like, okay, well, all right. And then like you could hear like they're a little bit iffy like in their voice and the way they say their things, and they don't want to like give out their numbers, which I mean I respect it, because if somebody comes up to me with the mic, I'm gonna feel some type of way with that as well. So yeah, we're currently on our way. Hopefully this one doesn't have a gate either, which I pulled it up on the Google Maps. It didn't look like it had any gates. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm so excited for this webinar too. Like just looking through it, there's some pretty useful information on there. So hopefully you guys enjoy watching that once it does come out, because we will be recording that and just like uploading it. So in case someone in the future watches it, and it could give them some value as well, which is ultimately the goal. Even if it's not now, like somebody in 6 months, it ends up coming across their YouTube page and they just watch it and they found something helpful and reach out. I mean, that'd be awesome. Let's go door knock. All right, guys, so we did it. We handed out exactly 100 flyers. It took about 3 days, but hey, we did it. We did it. But no, on a side note, I also had some postcards made, so I might take about 20 of them. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna take about 20 postcards and just put them on some cards to see if that does anything for us, which hopefully brings in at least one person. And yeah, now we're on our way home.